Hey everybody, this is JJ with Deluxe Vehicle Detailing. I am in an awkward position on my living room area rug, and I am going to go over and give a review of a new product that I just received, and I want to go over just a couple things to begin with. First off, I want to thank Buff Brite, Buff Brite Industries, the owner, Tom Smith. I had a long conversation with him today. Absolutely on top of things. Really, really quality individual. And since I had a couple problems, he said, look, customer service is number one with me. I want you to be happy. What can I do to make this right? And we exchanged some pictures, some texts, some things, and I just can't say enough good things about Tom. So I don't want this to come off in any kind of negative light that I had. I had a couple issues. They might be issues that are very much just unto me. They could be issues to other people, and this is why I'm making the video. And I want to do a demonstration and show you the product. So anyway, here's Buff Brite, right? They sent this little kind of a round business card with the product, and it's got their product that they sell a lot of too. This is a polisher light that attaches right to any polisher, and they sell thousands of them, Tom told me. And I think that's, the whole Buff Brite is what they're all about. However, I had been on Facebook a couple weeks ago, and I saw this tool. This is a FUR EEL. Wish it would probably show up here. Maybe I can get it to show up in the plastic there. FUR EEL, right? By Fur Eater. I'm not sure how all that works. It's fur-ell.com, made in Italy, patent pending. I'm not sure if Tom developed the molding equipment that made this. He just told me that it costs $50,000 to do the molding equipment to make this. It's a special combination of latex, of plastics, of some other type of, I think, polycarbonate something. And it kind of heats up as you use it, and the bristles get a bit warm, and this helps with the cleaning of the product. So I'm thinking, great, right? When I saw this online, when I went on buffbrite.com, I thought this is a great tool. Looks amazing. I saw a video on it. The video had an orange crevice tool, and it was stuck into the Buff Brite attachment. And I thought that maybe it was like a whole tool that went onto your vacuum. But on the website, it very clearly shows that it's this tube. And it states right on the information on this product, it says, quote unquote, slides on any standard crevice tool. Well, Tom explained to me, as I called him, that they had to go with just one size kind of fits all. They went with the world's leading size of crevice tool. And I have a number of different crevice tools here. I have, short, medium, and long. This one is a foot long. And the ends of these are all quite similar, and they're so small that, you would not be able to use the tool properly. So that was kind of my first issue, and Tom has told me that they understand that they are going to come out kind of with a universal tool that's going to rectify this problem, and so they are working on it, and they had some prototypes, and they're going to be coming out with something. He told me the first week or so of February, so it's pretty current, right? And this is why I'm making the video. This is a new product that's out. He said that AutoGeek just made a big purchase for, I can't remember if he told me 300 or 600 of these, that AutoGeek is going to be selling these. So maybe you're watching the video because AutoGeek is going to be massively pressing them out with all their marketing hype and everything. Buff Brite sells this for $14.99. I paid $3.63 in postage for a total of $18.62. $18.62 for, you know, what is a piece of plastic that goes on the end of a crevice tool. Okay, you know, I'm okay with that. But, you know, obviously I need it to fit on my crevice tool. So I started out, though, I was going to call him. When I ordered it, I was waiting patiently. It took about 2 weeks to get to me. And I got a postage slip in my mailbox that said I owed $2.46 because this was mailed flat rate. And at the post office, they showed me a little cardboard slot that was like a demo. And he said with, you know, this tool was inside, obviously. It's a little bit padded. He said it was too thick to go into the slot, and therefore there was additional postage before they would deliver it to me. So I had to go to the post office and pay the $2.46, and they gave me the tool, right? So I get home with it and I'm all excited, and then, you know, and then I've got this, right? So it won't fit. And I went right to the phone and I picked up Tom and I said, look, I'm a business owner. I'm all about efficiency. You know, I've just had to drive to the post office and, you know, waste some time. And he said, I want to take care of things. You know, we'll get this straightened out. I'll get something in the mail that will, you know, help you out. He was very interested and took a very personal interest in, you know, what type of vacuum I was using. Now, this is my standard 1 inch that I use on my rigid. I hope you can see that okay. I don't really need to bring that into you, I don't think, too much. But this is, I'll put it at the 1 inch mark. This is a 1 inch opening that I use on my 9-gallon rigid vacuum cleaner. And I have, you know, I have all these different tools that I use with it. Love the Lily brush, by the way. If you don't have one of these for pet hair, you need to go on Amazon and grab one. But I've got all kinds of tools, right? They all fit the same way, the same opening. And my rigid starts out at a 2 inch opening that goes into the machine itself. Then it gets slightly smaller. Then I have a couple plastic attachments to that. Oops. Well, we're going to vacuum up dirt, so it doesn't matter. So I can hold this easier and keep it away from the car. I like to be able to manipulate instead of trying to hold a hose and go all over the place. I kind of developed this myself. So it's got a larger port opening. This would be the normal port opening. And if I had that normal port opening out of the vacuum itself, it would not fit the FUR EELs. But I have it going down into a smaller size. I'm probably cutting some CFMs there, right? So I think I'm done with that. But what he told me was that you could take, if I had a regular round opening on my hose, or I could take one of those fittings off, that a round opening will actually go into the FUR EELs, and I will demonstrate. This is my Bissell. It is a Bissell, right? I believe it is. It doesn't say Bissell anywhere on it. This is my home vacuum. This is the canister for it, right? So I've got it sitting over here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, it is a Bissell triple action with the PET multi-sonic rewind PET. And it really does pick up hair and stuff quite good. It's a decent home vacuum. Well, there's a little lip inside here. I'll kind of show you with the correction light, and you can see hopefully where the attachment actually goes in, the opening of that tube. And there is a small lip inside this that, if my crevice tool was actually bigger and larger, it would stop at that lip and give me a nice tight suction around the tool, and then allow these little brushes. I'll kind of bring you in for a close-up there. where this would allow some air to get through. And these little, I say brushes, but they're plastic, they're rubberized, they're latex, and these are what kind of get heated up while you use the tool that helps you pull the hair out of the carpet, out of the fiber carpet, if I could talk, out of the carpet fibers. So after I got done talking with them, I said, well, you know, I'm going to go to my home vac, and I'm going to put this in nice and tight. It kind of snugs up into this bottom lip right here, and I'm going to test it out, right? I almost gave up. I thought, oh, my crevice tools won't work. My other crevice tools, my, you know, tubes, this tube was a little smaller. This opening was bigger. I was going to have to manipulate it, but I don't really have to because my home vac right here is going to do the job. I wanted to show you that this is, you know, cleaned. I'll be able to show you just how much hair is being pulled out on this canister, if you can see in there, but it is relatively clean right now. I'm going to put that in my vac, on my vacuum. So, I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. See my little cheat sheet here. They've got a kit that they're going to be selling. They do sell a black crevice tool, which I believe is the size that fits this. They say regularly it's $19.99, but they've got it on their website for $10.99. They've also got a coupler that goes from 1 1/4 down to 1.5 inches. Regularly $9.99, now just $7.99. And that was what what kind of got me here to you was kind of, you know, that it's a brand new product. They've got a little bit of growing pain of maybe with the packaging or the shipping, maybe how the fitting goes. They realize that, you know, not everyone has just one size tool. Now they've got a tool to solve that problem. Props to them. They're working on things. They said, you know, they're going to be coming out with this kind of solution fix. But, you know, you may want to inquire about that before you go ahead and, you know, think that you're going to be just all in and ready to go. So, without any further ado, forgive my, you know, I'm going to turn the vacuum on. I'm not going to speak or anything like that. But I am going to show you that this tool, and Tom was, again, great, telling me that you want to go in a side to side, either left to right or right to left motion. It was not made to be quickly, you know, moving back and forth. This allows it to work at its best optimum performance. I just noticed they've got little kind of like eyes on the front of this. It's almost like an eel. I guess it's fur eel. It's like an eel. Just noticed that. It's kind of cool. Anyway, I've got 2 dogs with black dog hair. I also own a cat that's kind of a mixed coloring, kind of a darker gray color. And this carpet I just worked on off camera here before I started the video. I just did some testing with it. And I got to tell you, if you get the opening straightened out, and this looks to me like it's not really designed to be a tool to get into real tight places. You're not going to get in between, you know, the seat and the transmission hump, but most of your dog hair and stuff like that is going to be, you know, the back carpet, maybe the fold down seats, things like that, right? So you're not really going to have to worry about that. You're going to be in fairly open places. You know, there might be some curves and humps, but you're not going to really have a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. I'm going to do a quick demonstration. I'll show you how much hair it pulled up in, you know, just this spot. And I'll admit, I haven't vacuumed this carpet. Well, it actually hasn't been that long. It's only been like a week. But for me, that, you know, sometimes it goes weeks. It's been a lot furrier. So check this out. Yeah. Okay, I don't know how well that'll really show up, but you can see that nice big, chunk of hair that's pulled out. And I can tell you that just in this spot that I did, which was about a foot by a foot, even with the correction light, I think I see 2 hairs. I mean, just in that quick motion, yeah, I went kind of both directions. You want to, kind of go with or against the fiber grain, really, and then I went the other way quick, right? So I made one pass. And I got to say, it's absolutely amazing. I can say that this is a game changer. I can tell you that if I went with a crevice tool and went across this carpet, there would still be lots of hair in it. They do have other, brushes, little turbo things that you can put on, like a regular house vacuum cleaner that I've used on a shop vac vacuum cleaner. That gets around pretty good, but it's pretty big and it doesn't really, if you're in a big flat area, maybe it's good. But this tool, I have to really say, I've never used anything like it, and it is absolutely amazing. Again, props to Buff Brite. They really they put together a nice product here. They're standing behind what they have. Yeah, I had a little postage problem. Tom told me that out of 3,000 sold, no one had said anything about postage. So again, maybe this was a Florida thing. Maybe it was just, something particular that was with my postage, or my post office rather. But anyway, having a tough time talking today. That's about it. I just want to thank you for being with me. Please give me a thumbs up, like, share. For some reason, comments, YouTube has done some weird comment thing where because it's approved for kids, they don't allow comments, and I just went through a whole thing trying to straighten it out, but eventually you should be able to leave me comments and we can exchange some information. So I thank you. Hit the notification bell. Bing! And as always, enjoy making your vehicles beautiful. Thanks for being with me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Till next time, we'll see you on the flip side.